Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good night. Whenever you're watching this video. So, fortunately, the previous video I recorded could not render, so I had to download another software to start all over again. Um, so, I'm just going to, with all the last strength in me, explain with my best energy. So, I started with was Python. I know the PDF covered it, but let me just start all over from the beginning. So Python is an high level language. Um, High level languages are just programming language that has a lot of similarities with English language. So you will see that when you're writing Python, it's very easy to read. Looks like English itself. No too much jargons there. Although personally I don't use Python. So as I was saying, Python is an high level language used for different purposes. The major one is data science, and the major ones are data science and web. Um, so if you see, let me see if I can download this extension, Ripple Effects. Uh, Chrome. So just give me a few moments. So I think I can post it. So back to what I was saying. So I was studying the Python programming language and said it's used for various things, web, data science, machine learning, and different things like that. Yeah, Python can also be used in movie production, CGI. In case you don't know, there are some weird graphical calculations that goes on when movie productions happen. So don't you wonder when you watch Marvel films, uh, how these people calculate these things? You An animated light can hit your screen and reflect. All those physics calculation and physics rendering, you can use Python to do that. You can also now Microsoft just added a feature that you'll be able to write Python into Excel, as I mentioned in the group. Um, then I highlighted this file name extensions. Yeah, so um, an extension is basically a few characters or few words, letters, a full stop and few letters that tells the computer how to open a program, how to open a file, or how to do something with a particular file. You can see that the extension for a document is .docx. For presentation, PowerPoint is PPTX. For Excel is .xlsx. Different extensions for videos is MP4, audios, MP3, images, .png, img, and the rest. So you can see that I wanted to use Colab, but sorry, I'm not. It's like telling me to write with my left hand. I'm right-handed by the way. So like I said, I was already recording, and I just prayed that software renders, but I will still. I think it's working now. I think it will render, but I will still go again to explain everything that I did before. So what I did was open VS Code, went to File, open folder. I created a new folder called Python class, then selected the folder. So like to create a Python file, I clicked on Explorer, Mine is closed, yours can be open. So if it is open, you don't need to click here unless to close it. So just if it is closed, click here and it will open. Then click dot so the file name dot py. That is the you create a Python file. So as you can see, I think I did this here. So file name plus .py. So for this one, my file name is variables. The extension is constant.py. So I do something here where I can say variables dot uh, img. You can see it's giving me an icon for image. MP4 for videos, MP3 audio, let's see docx. You can see Word, PPT, you can see PowerPoint, PDF, you can see the Adobe stuff. So I've created for Python, I did like this variables.py, and tell me it already exists because I've created it before. So let me save. So I explained variables as containers used to store data, and I said there are different type of data. So there are lists when you go to a market and say, "Oh, I have a list of things that I need to buy." Inside that list uh, it can be tomatoes, apples, uh, it can be different things. Then we have numbers, and I laid an example that the computer is very stupid, yeah, and it will only do what you tell it to do. Okay, right now we have AI, but AI itself at a certain point in its life span was stupid. Yeah, was past tense because now we have computers that are learning our behaviors. I was fascinated, uh, unrelated, but I was fascinated noticing that my phone for the past few weeks, every time I enter the office, it enters work mode. So yes, computer now has advanced, but just normal computers, plain nothing set up on it, is stupid and will only do what you ask it to do. So um, so I was like explaining that okay, if I check this girl and I like pass her this a note and say, oh, this is just pass her the note, she automatically knows that this is this guy number. So even if I don't write this is my number, call me, yeah, and I just walk up to her and say, hi, what's up? Take this, and I write my number. Yeah, if I am that handsome, well, I know I am though. If I am that handsome, she like, oh, let's say this guy fresh. Let me call him. Yeah. So, but a computer will not know that. You have to specifically tell the computer that, oh boy, now this guy number with this. So then I'm like, okay, if I now start my uh, I will have to go further and say, oh, my name is Jeremiah. Then to declare a variable, you only need three things. I can't see my hand well, but you only need three things. Number one is the variable name. Number two is the equal sign, and number three is the value. Now I drew a bottle here. I drew a bottle. Now the bottle is, let me undo. A bottle is a variable, right? Because I said variables are containers used to store data. In the physical form, a bottle is a container used to store water, to an extent gas. There are some bottles that can store gas, your fleet. uh, to an extent your cylinder. Uh, you can also use your bottles to store solids, garri, EPA, and the rest. So I have my container bottle, let's call it the name bottle, and I have Coke in my factory. So I need to put the Coke into the bottle. So that's now. So when I bring this bottle and say, okay, what is inside this bottle? I'm asking you for the value of the bottle. And in this case, the value of this bottle right here is a Coke. Yes. So now if I ask you, it's literally like say what is inside this bottle. So now I'm holding the pure water. I don't get money to buy bottled water. So I'm holding a sachet of water. And what is inside this sachet of water is water, like the name, is a sachet of water. The water is inside. But if, for instance, we had a Coke inside, we had Coke or ORS inside, we will say the sachet of Coke. That might be a new idea for Coke. Sha. So, like I was saying, now we define our variables using three things: the variable name, equals, and the value. So the value can be different data types. Now remember I said something like um, you can store a you can store liquid, solids, and gas inside a bottle. So the same way you can store different data types in a variable. I have listed this here. I know I've not explained it, but I will go down into it. I don't want to rush into things. I don't want to rush into things. Uh, so variable. What is a variable? I said a variable is like a box where you can store a piece of information. So um, you can use this box to refer to that information later in your program. So I will give you an example of this. So why use variable? It helps keep your code organized. You can reuse it, you can change it. So I also said it before. Creating a variable in Python is very easy. You just pick a name, equals to sign, and the value you want to store it in it. So there are laws. See, God created laws for a reason, so that you don't, not you, people don't become foolish. They say without love we will go into anarchy, right? So you don't want to write rubbish in your code. So I normally tell people that the way you write your code is like an handwriting. If you write it anyhow, it will be like a bad handwriting. By the way, I have bad handwriting. No, but my code is always nice. I try as much as possible for it to be nice. So variable name convention. This is from the PDF. I just copied and pasted it onto here. So there are few naming conventions in generally in programming. So, but let me grab from the PDF first, then explain from my own residual knowledge. So, naming conventions identifiers can only have letter letters, either small or capital, an underscore and a digit. So we can have variable, for example, one. We can have, um, let's say, John. Say, let's say full name equal to John. Let's say age underscore range equal to, sorry, I write C sharp all the time, equal to three. Let's do 15, 15. Let's do this instead. So I'm using style to put in some example, future examples. 15 to 19. Uh, let's do, what again can I use? Last name. Alicia. Let me use my own last name. Let's see. My first name, Jeremiah. Let's, this is not my full name. Full name. Then we can have age. What's my age again? 5 years old. 5 years. Um, so we have Camel, Snake, Pascal, Hopper. Can we do this in Python? So we can't do that. So these are the accepted ways you can name a variable. So it can have small letters, it can have underscore, it can have capital letter, and it can have only capital letters. So, but you can't start a variable as first name. You can see that already. Um, Python VS Code is telling me, boy, you don't know write rubbish. So, but I can do this. I say my first name is Jerry. Can I do this? Oh, I think this is used to indicate something else. So, um, an identifier can be a combination of the above, but must not start with a digit. So, yes, see this example they gave us, underscore 123 Kazim is valid, but 123 Kazim is not. So, this is invalid, but this is valid. Yeah, let's do one. Um, so you can use symbols like this in a variable name and this. So, like I said, the naming conventions, you can see that I am not doing something like this. This will go, but like I said again, the way you write your code is like an handwriting. Convention does not mean a stamped law. Convention is just best practices. So the convention when it come into um, an African home is you greet. For my own for my own family is you greet. If it's doing you somehow in your head and you decide not to greet, it's okay, but you face the consequences. So, but in this case, the consequences is that your code will not be readable. So we have, and I don't know whether it's in your PDF because I haven't gone through it. So we have, out of my head, I can say four naming conventions. So we have four naming conventions, and I'll tell you how I remember them. So we have kebab, which is not used in Python, but let me go with the one used in Python. We have Pascal. We have Pascal kissing. We have camel kissing. Um, we have snake kissing. So, which other one did I use? So this one we have constant kissing. So let me put Pascal at the top. So we have camel. So the way me I know camel is we start with small first. So the back. So if you let me see if I can draw a camel. Please don't yab my drawing. So let's see if I can draw a camel. Let's call this the head of the camel. So let's say this is our camel. Again, you yab me business. This is our camel. So the way camel is you don't just go to the top immediately. You don't just enter the clouds like that. So you start from the bottom, climb the bottom, then go to the top, to the head. So for camel casing, you start with the small letter first for the first word, and for the next word, you start with a capital. Hey, Jesus, school fees in the drain. Capital letter. Let me next words. So you can see if I have something like this, for the let's do this. E.g., my name is Jeremiah. This is a camel casing. You can see the first word my is is in small letter, the next word capital. Because the reason is that Python in programming generally you can't use space to to create a variable. So I think the naming convention for variables in Python is camel cases. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that. But most people you can use anything. Like I said, it's a convention, not a law. If you use snake casing, me um, I will not penalize you. So snake casing starts with a small small letter first, followed by an underscore, then a another banger. Sorry, then another small letter. Uh, so the cases underscore replaces space. So if I'm going to write my name in snake casing, just know that my name is Jeremiah. So for snake casing, just like this is the way I learned it because I started learning programming at a young age. So I had to come up with innovative ways to learn this thing. So snake goes up, that's normal letters, then underscore again, small letter again like that. So for Pascal Tese, Pascal is the big boy now. Pastor or Pablo. So what you do is you start with is capital letter first, letter for each word in a set of words. So in pasta casing, E dot G, E dot G, it will be my name is Jeremiah. You don't know how to spell your name. Constant casing is constant casing is literally for variables that don't change. So right now, in the example I gave, my name will not change. So let me just put this. My name will not change, right? Because my name will always be Jeremiah. Unless, okay, I'm not a woman, so nobody's adding to my name. I might just decide to add uh, last name to it. So the constant is like snake, but the only difference is all caps. So um, another example is my name is Jeremiah. You can see that the example I gave, I'm giving is similar to the way I said this. So, like I said, conventions are just best practices. So it's a good thing that you follow them. Some places where you work, you have to say, oh, your variables must be camel only. Your constant. So depending on if it's just you freestyling, then you can use anyone you want. So I think I've tried about variables. So let's go into data types. Data types. So data types are variables still, that's why. Let me pause it a bit. So I'm back. Data types. So I've gone ahead to write some notes just to make things easy. So I'm writing an exclusive note and a note inside the code. So when I upload it online, you only see it. Um, so um, let's see. So like I said, data type. Sorry, let me take what I did. Ah, data types are different kinds of values that can be stored in a variable. In the case of our stuff here, we can have a stone in the bottle. Let me make it more realistic. You can have what do you call it? Granite in the bottle, right? Yes, granite is solid. We can have coke in the bottle. Coke is a liquid. We can have right now there's oxygen inside the bottle, just that we can't see it. Oxygen is a gas. Um, those are we can have semi-liquids, semi-solids. We can have grains, gari. We can have custard. Yeah, we can have powder, custard. Those are different values that can um, be inside that box. So the same thing with uh, variables in general. You can um, you can have different data types, and there are different type of data types. Yeah. So we have integer, and as you can see, let me just name them. We have about six, oh, four in Python. We have integer, we have floats, we have string, and we have boolean. So let me take it again and explain one by one. For integers, you can see integers are either positive or negative numbers. So an integer can be 1, 4, 5, minus 2, minus 3, and the rest. You can see in my example, I use 15. An integer can also be 10, minus 3, and 42. Then we have decimals, but in programming we call them floats. So let me go ahead and update my notes and say um, so number. Let me see what, yes, numbers. No, it's not plural. So decimal, word, word, letters, symbol, sentences. Then we have Boolean, which can be simple yes or no, simple yes or no. Yes, so let me save this so that you can. Because, like I said, integers and numbers, I've explained it already. So floats are decimal. 1 over 3, when you do your rubbish calculations, will be converted to a decimal. So it is still um, what, if I'm correct, 0.3 indefinitely, 0.333, the rest. So 5.5 is a decimal. So if they ask me how tall am I, rather, I am about 6 feet. So I can just put in 6 here. So also that, thank God I did this, float can also be negative decimals. So minus 0.333 is also a float. Please note. Then we have strings. So, like I said, um, computer is very stupid. So we need to tell the computer that, okay, oh, this is a string. And to tell you that this is a string, you have to put a quote, wrap the word, sentence, letter, or symbol around a quote, right? So more examples will be something like uh, um, age. Age will be my my age is I I am 5 years old. Now a controversial, not really controversial, like, because I've said a rule already. Height can be 6. I don't know why I put 5 here. So 6. There's a difference. This and this are not the same. This height here and the height where again. This height here that I put here and the height here, they are not the same. This is a string. Why? Because I said it before. It has a quote. So whatever is inside a quote automatically becomes a string to the computer. So let me do something for you. I think I should be able to do, and let me now give you reasons why I said the computer is stupid. Python, so Python is equal to, this is a string, like I said, plus 6, which is a number. As a human, when you see 6 plus 6, it's supposed to tell you that, oh, this is 6 plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But, no, the computer being as smart as it is will give us, oh, this is not what happening. Some programming languages will give you, will give you 66, but you can't add. Now the error is giving me is that I cannot add a string and an integer together, because I cannot add my name is Jeremiah and 6 together. Like, where is the mathematical expression there? So let's do it for two strings, and I'm seeing 66. So plus here is just joining the two strings together. It's not adding them as a number. It's joining, it's seeing it as two letters. So it's adding it 6 and 6 together. But we as humans, we are seeing it as 66. So but to get the right thing, the right value as a number, you do 6 plus 6 without the quotes. And I'm expecting 12. So exit, let me exit, let me exit, exit. So let me clear my terminal. I'll still show you how to run code. Then we have Boolean. Yeah? So Boolean means true or false. So if you're an engineering student, or if you have a background in engineering, you know that almost everything in life is Boolean. Are you a boy? Yes or no? Yes, one. No, zero. Did he steal the money? True or false? Yeah, so if you can remember all those questions we have in exams, they are simply Boolean questions. The did Buhari steal money or not? My hand is not there. Is a true or false question. So if it is true, if it is false, nice. So you can see the example I gave here. Are you a student? I could go get my Miva cloth on today. So true. Did you pass? It's not me, oh, but it is false. So false means no. False is also let's do this. True, true can be yes, zero or zero. Please note that if you tell the computer yes, the computer is seeing it as a string. So it only knows true and false. So it only knows true and false. So are you a student? Yes. So if we are programmers and we just want to be petty, and I say and ask you, are you a student? And you tell me one. In my head, I'm interpreting it that, oh, yes, he's a student. Or you can tell me yes. It will also mean the same thing. So these are examples the way I used integers. Integers, height, rather, integers, float, string, and boolean. So let me look at this this so the next thing will be arithmetic operations. So let me just do a, an example on data type. So let's go to data types, data dot data types dot what dot py. Yeah, give me a moment. Okay, I am back. This is really taking up to 1 hour. So um we can do data types within 15 minutes. So very easy. So I've said it. How do we name our variables? First things first, variable name, variable name equal to and value. So so I want to calculate um, let's say I want to calculate someone's birthday. So let me my favorite person right now, let's call Fiola. Fiola age. Fiola's age. So let's say she's 20 right now. And what is this year's um what's the current year? Current year. We are in 2024. So I'm 2004 now. So how would I get her date of birth? So her date of birth would be, so in a way I'm doing arithmetic operation and data type together. So question, what type of variable is this? What data type is this? Right? It's a integer. I don't know so to calculate DOB, date of um, year of birth rather, birth is equal to current year minus minus 20, rather, Fiola's age. So let's create a variable for this. Year of birth. What Hammer casing am I using? Um, I'm using what? It's a camel. Start from small, going up. Fiola's age um, is current year minus Fiola's. Let's call this Fiola current age minus. So there's a default function in Python that allows you to print things into your computer or into your console. So console is a programmable interface that allows you to see the result of your code. So we know from our calculation that 2024 minus 20 what what come again. 2024 minus 20 is 2004. So that means I'm expecting that when I use Python's default function to print, I will see 2004. So you can see that everything I'm writing is very simple, like English. Say, oh, what is Fiola current age? Oh, this is telling you she's 20. What is the current year? This is 2024. How do I calculate the year that they born or gave birth to her? I'm not gonna say edit that. Is current year minus Viola age. So print year of birth. So Python is so easy. Once you understand basic English and uh, basic mathematics, you can understand this. So I'm expecting that when I press this play button, I'm getting 2024. And remember that, let's say Fiola, let's make it more readable. Let's add a string and a a a string and a number together. Fiola was given birth to in the year in the year. Let's see whether it will work. So you can also run your code in case this is not giving you display button. You can run it by saying Python, but you must be in the current folder of your code. So I'm in the current folder, I'm in Python class. Python data types dot py. You have to put that dot py there. It is very important. Dot py, yeah. And I'm expecting an error. Yes. Why? It's because you cannot add a string and a number together. So we have to convert this year of birth to a string. So let me Google that. I'm not a Python programmer, so I have all liberty to do that. Oh, thank God! The first video I recorded has been exported, so I would merge the two videos together. Um, so convert number to string Python. So I like doing this a lot when I'm teaching people so that they don't have the perception that we are all I know everything. Yeah, when I don't know something, I can't Google it. It will not come and stress my brain. So, but I know what to Google for. I know that oh, there's this function that you can easily use to convert a number to a string. So going back to my code, I can I can do this and I'll do str. They said so str creates a new string from the given object. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a new string from a number. So I'll be able to add two strings together. Data types. So you can see it's printing. Fiona was given birth to in the year 2004. So let's calculate what year Fiona would be 50. But I don't just want to do that like that. So I want to store it in a variable and make this my program interactive. So let's say future or rather, yes, Fiola future age. So we want to calculate in what year Fiola will be 50 if Christ is keeping her alive. Um, so let's do inputs. So Python has a default function called inputs. So um, what so let me explain this input function. So but before I explain the input function, let me explain what a function is. So for those who did further maths, you remember that function of function is when you put a variable, like I said, basic maths, further maths review. Although, so when you put, if we have a function of x, that means uh, whatever is going to happen when you put x, it calculates that stuff. For the non-science students here, function is just literally an instruction given to the computer. So the input function is saying collect a value from the user. The print function is literally saying print out this value to the console. Yeah. So why I am putting what year do you want to check for is we need to prompt the user a question. That's why I'm putting that there. So how do we now calculate um, this mean future year? Future year would be equal to um, how do you calculate that thing again? Uh, date of birth. See, a year of birth plus Fiola future age. So I will print out the future year. So let's see Python data time. I'm expecting that it prints. So let's go over this code again. Current year is 20, rather, current year is 2024. Our current age is 20. To calculate a year of birth, we'll say current year minus Fiola's current age, giving you 2024. So, oh, you can see that. Let me do this so that I don't want to explain the error, but I can see that an error will happen. So, so year of birth is already 2004. So if you say 50, I'm expecting that 2004 plus 50 will give me 2054. So Fiola will be 50 in the year 2054. Now let me show you the error that will happen. So Fiola was even meant to in the year 2004. What year do you want to check for? It should be age. What age do you want to check for? Um, let's say 50. And I'm getting an error because I can't see add a an integer and a string. Remember, this is an integer, but again, the computer is stupid. I gave it, I gave it a, I gave it an integer, and it's telling me I gave it a string. So you have to convert whatever this value is. So you can tell me, you can see that VS Code is telling me that this value is a string. So How to convert it to an integer? I think to convert to an integer is you have to use the int function. The way I did strf, meaning string. So let me now print it. Print, and I'll get my answer being 2024, 2054. Can you see? So, but if I did not do this and I converted this here to be a string, I am expecting to get 2024, rather 2004 plus 54 as string. So it will be 200454. Now let's just see how stupid the computer can be. I'm expecting 200454. What is going on here? I really don't know what's going on. So I think Python converted the two of them to an integer. I'm not getting energy for this stress. So let me do this and check. 2004 plus 54. Let's see, what year? Let's see. Uh-huh. So this is what we are expecting, but I think Python became too intelligent and he converted them to an integer. Well, that's nice. So, but to be always safe, convert whatever you want to an integer. So, oh, this is a integer, that's why. Okay, so I've been working with numbers a lot, which is integers. So let's do uh, let's say um, my height. Like I said, my height is 6.0. I would not be surprised. So you can see that I printed 6.0 for me. Um, so let me use order. So I've used minus and plus. So in in um, in Python we have different arithmetic operations. We have, let me just put it here. We have plus, addition, normal plus, which I've used it. We have subtraction. We have minus. We have multiplication, which is asterisk. So um, we also have what again? Division, minus. Hey, no, division is backslash. We have what again? Modmass, off, division. We have also brackets, which is normal brackets. So let's do it mod of mod mad me. Okay, so this is bracket division. Then we also have exponential. No, rather, Modulus. So modulus is percentage sign. So modulus is like this. Modulus is percentage. So let's do operations with this. Let's do. We have done minus, we have done plus, and let's do brackets. Brackets operation of equal to 50 divided by 4 plus 3. So I'm expecting 53, right? So CLS, clear, let's do Python, print bracket of. Yeah, so let me remove and see what it will give me. Will still give me the same answer. Nice. Um, that's for bracket. So like Godman's, it solved this one first. They added it to it. So multiplication. Let's do area of a circle equal to um, pi r square. Pi is 22 over 7. It might be 21 over 7. It's been long I did all this thing. Pi r square is 22 over 7 r square multiplied by r times r, right? So let's say our radius is 3. Let's see if there's raised to power. I'm expecting, okay, print, print area of circle 3.14, right? Let me change to, so exponential 2 is there. Let's do 3 times 3. Let me print it. Oh, what's going on? So just to be safe, let me, so that is not exponential. So Python has a function called math.power. Um, sorry, that's JavaScript. Python asks, so 3 raised to power 2, that's pi r square. So yes, exponential is PO power function, the power function. Hey, I'm really, honestly, I'm really tired. So I've gone for multiplication, subtraction, um, division also. So modulus. So modulus is simply the remainder. So 5 modulus 1, I'm expecting, rather, 5 modulus 2, I'm expecting a value of 1. Yes, because if you do it, where's my paint? 5 divided by, let me do it small, small. 5 minus 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So that means 5 divided by 2 is equal to 2 remainder 1. Is this one value that is giving us? So if you do 5 modulus modulus 3, I'm expecting a value of 2 because 5 divided by 3 is one whole number remainder, um, one remainder 2. Yes, one remainder 2 because um, that's one whole number 2 over 1. So I think that's all for now on variables, data types, and and that. So please, I want you an assignment. I want you to come and write a program that asks for a username using the input function, then ask for their date, rather year of birth, and calculate their current age. I've done that before. I've done it. I just want you to practice. Thank you. It's 1 hour, 7 minutes.